And there's the bell to start the round. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with that jab. Perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Missing with the left uppercut. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Can't score with that hook again. Misses with the straight left. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this? And down goes Bam! I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The perfect counter lands. This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside, and just banging and banging and banging.
Oh, man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Done with that counter shot. Bam is hurt. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Good counter punch. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Nice counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with that hook. That counter shot lands. And he misses with the left uppercut. Nice counter shot. And a round that seemed like an eternity. And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. So close for that uppercut. Misses with the straight left. There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Good counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. And he misses with that straight left. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
They exchange punches. And that hook misses. They exchange punches. Which fighter will say no mas? Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with the straight left. Galahad is rocked. And a appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, we know they've got the advantage. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That uppercut misses. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punching. Rest for the weary. That counter punch caught him clean. These two fight, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. I promise you, all three judges here. They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'd do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use fire, never burn.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. It's all offense all the time. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Those counter punches have to hurt. That was almost a 10-8 round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How about that time counter shot? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with, ooh, bam, is rocked. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Punch, counter punch. Nothing like a little taunting to get your opponent riled up. This is a high-octane battle. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The exchange punch. That bell could not have come. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Well done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight is saying, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect you.
Galahad is rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Uh-oh, Galahad in real trouble. Galahad is rocked. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
in trouble. He couldn't seize the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round. Ooh, Bam is rocked. How is he on his feet? This doesn't make sense.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. How about that time counter shot? Those counter punches have to. Bam is hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As you know, in boxing, the judging can go all over the place, and that's kind of what we got here, a split decision victory.
A split.